Joe Exotic, part two with our conversations. Okay, now that Trump is running as a convicted felon, do you feel like he has paved the way for you to make another run for president in the future?
Well, you know that I'm running now, and it's only been done twice in history. The only other time it was done from prison was in 1929, and he got 1 million votes and was pardoned the day after the election. Okay, but that's not my whole purpose. My main purpose is because I'm asking enough questions that slowly the voting people are asking some of the same questions, because it seems like during a campaign you never hear solutions. All you hear is backstabbing and bitching and complaining about each other.
Very good health. I just won 2 club championships, not even senior, 2 regular club championships. To do that, you have to be quite smart, and you have to be able to hit the ball a long way, and I do it. He doesn't do it. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. He challenged me to a golf match. He can't hit a ball 50 yards.
You can see he is 6'5" and only 223 pounds, or 235 pounds.
You never said it was
Well, you said 6'4", 200. Well, anyway, that's what you're. Anyway, just take a look at what he says he is, and take a look at what he is.
So, getting back to Trump being a convicted felon and running for president, at some point, I more than likely am going to suspend my campaign and endorse him, and get my fans to understand why. But that's going to come in the near future. But the problem that I have with Trump, and I wish he would address it sooner than later, is the system. Okay, they indicted him 94 times. Okay, with felony indictments, and that just goes to prove that when the justice system wants you, they're going to do whatever they have to get you. Okay, because 5 indictments is enough. Okay, who the hell needs 21 indictments or 94 indictments? They're just going to throw 94 against the wall and hope that some stick. And in his case, unfortunately, 34 stuck already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's a convicted felon with 34 felony indictments. Okay, whether he spends a day in jail or whatever, it still is going to show you that the system is a 2-tiered system, because all of the people in his circle that have went to federal prison have only served months, okay? A very few months. And your neighbor next door that's addicted to methamphetamines, that got caught with an 8-ball, or got conspiracy and never even got caught with anything, but somebody testified and said that they bought an ounce a month from them for 3 years and they added that all up, is spending 30 years in prison. Okay, instead of the system trying to help correct the problem. And Steve, let me tell you, there are more drugs inside this prison than I ever saw 55 years of me being in that zoo. I came to prison, I never knew what fentanyl was, I never knew what K2 was, I never knew what Suboxone was, or heroin, until I came to federal prison.
Are there a lot of drug overdoses in prison happening?
There's not as many overdoses, but if you're not a junkie when you come to federal prison and you spend more than 2 years here, you're going to be a junkie when you leave.
That's crazy.
Unless you have a really strong will to not. Okay, I've made it going on 7 years without smoking a cigarette, doing drugs, or drinking alcohol. But I sit and watch grown ass men, and I'm talking 50, 60 years old, slobbering like 2-year-olds because they're stoned all day.
It's crazy. That's crazy.
Okay, but what's even crazier though is it's the system, because an ounce of meth in prison, if it comes through the front door or a drone, it doesn't matter how it gets in here, is worth $7,000 an ounce.
Wow.
You know, they closed the Atlanta federal prison because it was so corrupt. They couldn't find no employees to run it that wasn't corrupt, so they closed it.
Wow. It's crazy.
But the problem is will Trump fix it? Or will he get away with it and not do any prison time And when he becomes president, if he becomes president, is he going to get soft and just say, I escaped it because I got immunity, or I'm the president and I have Secret Service and they can't put my Secret Service people in prison to babysit me, and forget about the other 165,000 people in this system that need his help? Because Harris and Biden made the promise, and I'll never forget the watching them that night on that stage at that drive-in movie theater when all them cars were honking their horns and flashing their lights during COVID, and they're standing there promising to fix what they started, which was the war on drugs and put so many people in prison. They ain't done nothing.
Okay, let me ask you, the attempt on the assassin, they tried to assassinate Trump. Do you think that was a setup? Because it seemed like his security was not on it so quick.
Okay,
This call is from a federal prison.
All of the conspiracy theories out there and everything else, I truly believe it was just a 20-year-old kid fucked up in the head watching so much bullshit on TV about the left fighting the right, and that just got through the cracks because our system is that fucked up. I was just watching the testifying, the director of the Secret Service and the director of the FBI testifying just 20 minutes ago in front of Congress. Nobody wants to answer the questions. They professionally know how to bullshit around the question. Nobody wants to take responsibility. Okay, so what was Senator Graham's solution? Well, let's throw more money at it. You're getting $3 billion a year now for a budget for the Secret Service. Is that not enough? Do we need to give you more money? More money ain't gonna fix shit until people care. The whole political system in our society nowadays is they got so caught up on a stupid comment. What they need to be asking the man, and what I would like to ask the man is, look, your mom was a heroin addict. Did she spend time in prison over it, or did she get through the system without going to prison? And because your mom was a heroin addict, what are you going to do to help the 40,000 heroin addicts that are in the federal prison system right now? What are you going to help do them? Because you know how that life was.
Yeah.
Okay. Your mom didn't spend her 30 years in prison.
No.
But these people are. Okay, I would like to know what J.D. Vance would do as Vice President of the United States to help get these people out of this cage and back in society, but help them with their addiction problem. I would give my left nut to be able to debate Harris and Trump on the same. They could Skype me in, but I would like to debate some real politicians and make them answer some real questions, because it doesn't matter. If one calls the other one a cat weird or a cat woman or dangerous to the democracy, somebody needs to ask them what the hell they're going to do for the American citizen.